Hey guys, it's Metro, and today we're going to be talking about Pennsylvania, the rockiest, well, maybe not the rockiest state on the Appalachian Trail. With that being said, it's a beautiful day, so let's keep moving. All right, we have made it into Pennsylvania, so we're making our way northbound on the Appalachian Trail. As you can see behind me, we're about to cross the bridge. We just got past the Mason-Dixon line. So if you've heard anything about Pennsylvania, you probably heard that it's a pretty rocky state, but that's not entirely true. In fact, only half of the state is rocky. And in this video, we're going to cover top 10 things for you to think about as you hike into Pennsylvania, and it's not all about the rocks. So if you're new to this channel, consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly updates as we post videos on where to hike, as well as gear reviews. So if you're into that kind of stuff, put a comment down below, as I'd love to hear your thoughts, and subscribe to this channel today. So in Pennsylvania, it's about 230 miles in this state with 27 shelters, but only a few shelters I would recommend not stopping at. In fact, a few of the shelters get regularly used and some of the privies are absolutely disgusting, while others, well, they're not so bad, like these two. Okay guys, we're into the first set of shelters in Pennsylvania. This is the Deer Lick shelters. There's actually two of them. And the privy, according to Chrysoconii, or Alpha Gal, is a D. So keep that in consideration. If you're looking to, say, let go of the past here at Deer Lick shelters, you may want to push on. So let's keep moving.
D minus.
That's bad.
Well guys, check out this shelter. They're kind of small. Oh wow, how romantic. This is nice.
So in Pennsylvania, you're going to cross some incredible milestones like mile 1100, 1200, as well as the halfway point. Here's a view of what those halfway point looks like in case you're not able to hike through it on your own. If you are hiking through Pennsylvania, I will say that when we were hiking through these areas, we got hit with some really bad rain. So be prepared for some pretty bad weather in these areas. All right, guys, we have made it to the 2024 halfway point. Now, I think there's going to be another sign somewhere north of here. I'm not sure, but if not, we've made it to the halfway point. All right, guys, we have made it to 1,100 miles, the halfway point. I'll tell you, the sign that we saw a little earlier was not the best, but look at this, guys, 1,100 miles on the Appalachian Trail, halfway point. All right, guys, we have made it to the halfway point. Signed the logbook. This is the celebratory mark, as you see here, guys. All right, guys. So just past the halfway point is the Pine Grove Furnace General Store. This is where the half-gallon challenge takes place. And for those who don't know about this, you basically eat a half-gallon of ice cream, and your reward is, well, just a stick, like a wooden stick that says, congratulations, you completed the half-gallon challenge. Not the greatest reward, but if you're looking for a bellyache, you found the right place.
What's going on? How could they be closed? What time is it? 4:30. Dang.
In Pennsylvania, the elevation ranges from 380 feet up to 2,080 feet. So not too much of an elevation gain change, but take into consideration, the rocks are kind of crazy in some areas, and that kind of is the pits. So one huge misconception about Pennsylvania is called Roxylvania. Well, that's not entirely true at all. In fact, for the first half of the state, you're going to see that it's relatively just like relatively flat meadows, going through some incredible farmland. And in fact, a lot of these areas will go through trail towns. But again, for the first half of Pennsylvania, for the most part, it's relatively flat and really fun to walk through, or hike through, as I should say. There's not that much terrain that you have to worry about. Till after you get past Duncannon, it's really, I think it really starts to pick up in terms of Roxylvania. We're at Cafe 101, and I think I'm gonna get the backpacker's platter, over medium eggs, bacon, French toast, I don't know, maybe pancakes, since I'm gonna get toast and home fries too. All right, let's go. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. Incredible meals. What did you think of yesterday? Yes. So we had a very funny encounter. As we were crossing through one of the trail towns, we stopped at an Amish market to get some ice cream. Check out this clip because I think you're going to think it's very funny.
Gatorade, farm fresh eggs, raw milk, honor system. Oh, guess what, G? They got your honey dog.
Oh, dude.
What's that? Ice cream?
They got a dairy farm. Is this homemade ice cream?
I assume so.
Oh, man.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so we just stopped in to get some ice cream at this little Amish market. And they have raw milk and all different types of products there, including ice cream, right? So I was just kind of joking around with this kid who was selling ice cream or whatever inside the store. And I was like, which one of the cows made this ice cream? And he's like, well, that one over there. I was like, what time does the cow get up to make ice cream? He's like, I don't know, about 2 or 3 in the morning. I was like, that's pretty funny. So as I'm walking back to sit down and eat my ice cream, the kid looks at me and goes, hey, mister, actually my sister's the cow that makes the ice cream. And just drives off on his bike. That's probably the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
All right, so welcome hikers and marked trails. See the sign right there? They're waiting for you, buddy. Well, I know you got to check in. It was good hiking with you.
Hopefully I'll catch you guys.
You will.
So again, Pennsylvania is not all just rocks, but when you get to the rocks, make sure you take a look out because in these rocky areas, snakes are notorious to hang out. So we saw multiple rattlesnakes as well as other types of snakes in these areas that like to curl up on the rocks and bask in the sun. So as you are rock hopping, make sure you keep your eyes open so you don't fall on any of these rattlesnakes.
I probably should get out of here. That's definitely a rattlesnake. Whoa. Not good. All right, guys, we just ran into Iceman who has sodas and chips. Thank you so much, Iceman. Definitely appreciate this. Handing out cold drinks and sodas and such to passerbyers.
Now, it's unfortunate some of the shelters have actually shut down, like the 501 shelter. But if you want to learn more about the 501 shelter and what it looks like, check out this video. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Metro on the Move. Today, we are in the 501 shelter, making our way northbound on the Appalachian Trail. It's still kind of rainy outside, but this shelter is pretty cool. I heard a rumor that they might be tearing the 501 shelter down on the Appalachian Trail soon. So if you are interested in checking out this wonderful shelter that's games, tables, covered inside, it's like a huge shack.
Fox, watch your stuff. I still got this fern on my shoe. Look at this, guys. Beautiful, beautiful view. The fog is finally starting to clear up. And I'm sharing this view with my buddy Alpha Gal. How nice is that?
All right, guys, it's a reality. Mile 1200, less than 999 miles to go to Katahdin. Hiking with my buddy Alpha Gal. I'm telling you, we're making it way one step at a time, mile after mile. We'll see you at Katahdin, everyone. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the support along the way. Let's keep moving. So in Pennsylvania, you're going to go through multiple trail towns like Bowling Springs, Duncannon, as well as Port Clinton. Make sure you stop inside these trail towns because each one has a lot to offer. Some great food, as well as the peanut shop, I believe is what they called it. Lots of candies for days and toasted nuts. Whoa, who knew?
cool. Look at all this. Oh, cool.
Hey, get a video of my nuts. Nice and toasted. Now, one spot I remember specifically of where the rocks really started to pick up is an area called Pinnacle. This is where I think rocks go to breed. In fact, I think all the rocks in Pennsylvania came from the Pinnacle. Check this out.
All right, guys, we're at the Pinnacle. If you see behind me, this is where all the rocks come from in Pennsylvania. It just seems like every single rock that's breeded has originated behind me. As you can see, someone put a little balancing rock there. But again, look how many rocks there are. This is just a site of what is to come for the rest of Pennsylvania. Wow, look at that, guys. This is the Pinnacle.
Now, in regards to the weather, it does get pretty dicey in Pennsylvania, especially during this time of year when you should be hiking through Pennsylvania if you are a nobo. Now, one point of advice that I would give anyone is to always call in advance to the hostels because space is limited, just like we did at the Lookout. Space was limited, and we were very fortunate to be able to get a spot at the Lookout and get out of the rain.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Metro on the Move. Today, we're on the Appalachian Trail. And it's raining. In our first view of the day. A little foggy. Cool.
All right, guys, we're here at the Lookout Hostel. Again, shared spaces. We're in the bunkhouse. So as you can see, there's a couple bunks behind me and then a couple bunks right here. So make sure you call in advance to make sure there's availability. These places do fill up, especially when it is raining outside. And it's been raining 22 miles today, so I'm just glad to be able to get in here, get some warm food, and to recharge my batteries. Literally, I need to recharge my batteries. So just past the Lookout Hostel on the Appalachian Trail, you're going to come to an area called the Knife's Edge. This is where the rocks and the terrain gets pretty dicey. What I mean by that is not only is it rocky, but you're going to be doing some rock hopping in a lot of areas. So if it's raining, be extremely careful out here because this is an area where I feel like you could get hurt very easily. And if you do get hurt, no one's coming. In fact, we only saw a handful of people while we were in this area, so use extreme caution once you get past the Lookout, heading towards the Knife Edge.
I think we're coming into an area called the Knife's Edge. I don't know how much of this you can see, but watch your step, guys. Jeez. The Knife's Edge, right? There's Alpha Gal. Hanging out here on the Knife's Edge. I think this is where we're at, right?
Yeah.
He's also rocking a new pack there. Looks pretty good on you, man.
Oh, I'm liking the way this thing feels.
Oh, yeah. A Hyperlite Unbound 55. Looking sweet.
This is a very beautiful area, but not only is it rocky, the rocks are more like spread out, so it's more like rock hopping. So take that into consideration, especially as you get into an area called Wolf's Rocks. It is crazy.
Roxylvania, man. I'm telling you, look at that. Never-ending sea of rocks. It just doesn't end. This rocks.
All right, guys, we're at Bake Oven Knob. Nice little view here on a Sunday morning. I believe it's Sunday anyway. Nice view for days, guys. Check it out. All right. Snake. Little snake. A snake. Little snake.
Walking along the ridge here. Beautiful, beautiful area. This reroute has been excellent, guys. Again, it's just so nice to see a ridgeline view for miles coming into our destination. Again, it's town day. We did 14 miles today. We're going to be doing 14 miles. But again, look how nice and open this is. The ground is not too rocky, still kind of rocky. Wow, guys, this has been a beautiful day.
Also, we had to do some rock scrambling like at Lehigh Gap. Check out this clip so you get an idea of how rocky this area actually is.
Lots of rocks, so let's do some climbing. All right, guys, we're starting to get to the top of this mountain. First thing in the morning. And down below, you can see where we crossed down over that bridge yesterday. It's just a beautiful view of what's to come. Well, first thing in the morning, I didn't think we were going to be rock climbing. But that's what we're doing, guys. So who knew there'd be rock climbing here? Literally first thing in the morning, you gotta climb some rocks. I went up this way, used my foot. Oh, now I look at it, that's a lot easier.
Not really. No.
Watch your step. So for the past week or so, it's been in the 50s, if not the 40s. Relatively chilly in the mornings, especially with all the rain. But as the sun comes out, as we saw yesterday, snakes. So this is Little Gap. Oh, geez, too much. Too much. Little Gap Hawk Watch. Did you see a hawk while you were out there? Is that what that is? No. It's like a vulture. All right.
Open them, don't feel bad. You know how trail magic goes.
Oh my gosh, guys, we're having trail magic pop up here.
It's amazing.
What was your trail name again, sir?
Moon, tie-dye.
Moon, tie-dye, Little John, and
Gladys the dog, her trail name's Hoagie.
oh, hey, Hoagie.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah, look at this.
Good name.
Toffee Crunch Oreos, potato chips. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. All right, man, you can't beat a soda. That's awesome.
I started at Delaware Water Gap.
Hell yeah, dude. Donuts is where it's at. 200 plus calories, can't go wrong. All right, all right, all right. Rocks. Pennsylvania. Rocks.
Bypass, which is a 1 mile walk around. Blue Blaze with a spring not too far down there. We don't need water, however.
All right, guys, we're at Wolf Rocks. I don't know if you can see behind me. But we got some rocky terrain ahead, so watch your step. I'm gonna try and do my best to talk to you while I'm jumping across these rocks. But it's kind of like parkour, you know? Just hop from rock to rock. I hope you don't fall down in the cracks, because otherwise, nobody's coming to get you. Hardcore. Parkour. Whoa. Yikes.
Interesting, it's like drill holes in the end.
Love these views, man. What a beautiful day, guys. Birds are chirping. Incredible place.
So at the very end of Pennsylvania, you're coming into an area called Delaware Water Gap. There's lots of amenities in town, so make sure you stop by and check out all the bakeries, lots of great food. That's exactly what we did right before we crossed into New Jersey. Definitely worth your time to check out Delaware Water Gap.
Watch your step out here, guys. Check that out. Yeah, that's nice. Way better than trying to fall off that cliff there.
No falling off the cliff.
No. remember, kids, pack in and pack out. So every time I see this sign, it just makes me happy. I mean, when you're driving down the road and you see this sign right here, it's pretty cool. So the blazes are here.
Yeah, but we want to go into the town. We don't want to go.
Do my eyes fool me at the Apple Pie Bakery? They've got a hot dog and apple pie special. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh man, hot dog and apple pie special, baby. All right, look at this. Ah, yeah.
Whoa. Almost lost my hat, too. Yikes. Jeez, man. It's getting crazy out here.
Guys. Look at that.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. In Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
So if you found any value in this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and send me your comments as I do respond. As always, thanks for watching, but until next time, let's keep moving.